my name is Brooke Littman,
And I'm Dr. Deb Littman,
and this is Wine Together.
a podcast where we drink wine and have a chat.
So sit back, relax, and get that corkscrew ready. Last week we talked about chores. This week we're going to talk about technology.
Oh boy. Yes, you're going to have to school me. But first, I want to pour my wine because I don't have any fancy technology for that. I have to do that myself. But as you can see in my background, it's nice and sunny here. Um, and it's cold. I know, you can't tell it, but there's, no snow yet, but you're going to get snow possibly next week.
Oh yeah, I was going to say I lied to you the other day about us not getting snow before you got here. I
Yeah, that's
forecast.
okay. That's okay. Well, okay. I know, it's not just my children. Um, my students think that I am completely ignorant when it comes to technology.
Mhm.
However, I just silently let them believe that because, like, we had to change the password the other day.
Mhm.
Uh, and so now they're asking me for the password, and I'm like, why? Why do you need a password? I didn't, or have they changed the password? I didn't know they changed the password. I said, how am I supposed to find out?
So you're gaslighting your students now?
I am. Because they're not supposed to have it. And so, they do things that they're not supposed to do. I mean, they they stalk people on Instagram
Who
because
doesn't?
they don't know better. So yes, I'm playing the dumb. I have no idea about technology, but yet am making sure that I have everything as often as possible, checking firewalls and stuff like that, and make sure stuff is not getting out there. But that's okay. And it's so funny because I reckon anytime we've gotten a new phone,
Yeah.
your dad's like, "Don't worry about it. You're gonna learn it. You always learn it fast." But at the moment, I always feel so stressed. It's like, oh my goodness, I don't know. But he's right. Because I personally think most technology kind of they is patterns, especially
Uh-huh.
when it comes to phones and computers. There are patterns in the way we learn, and so
Mhm.
I just kind of keep following the pattern. And I think the biggest thing is I feel confident enough to know that I don't think I'm going to push a button that's going to make it completely implode or
Mhm.
explode. Either one. I just don't think that's going to happen. So I feel confident enough kind of messing around with stuff. Now, I'm also getting at an age where I don't remember what I did last.
Yep.
So that's the big a big issue for me.
Yeah.
But,
Mhm.
anyway, what wine you drinking?
I don't know. I
Ah,
never know what wine I'm drinking.
is it a Chianti Classico?
No, it is not.
Okay, because I was gonna be a little jealous. I can't find a good one here. But I am going local. It's not local to this town, but it's local to my hometown. Children's
Mhm.
Vineyards is in Lexington.
Oh, really?
Yes, and so I got this one.
Did you go to the vineyard to get it?
No,
Ah,
no,
boo.
I know. But I want to. I think I'm gonna see if Justin and Crystal want to do that. Um, but I got this one and a rosé. There's two. I got two children's rosés. One's a bubbly because it's the muscadines, and I thought, well, maybe I'll save that one for when Dad comes because he loves the muscadine grapes. And it's a real sweet wine. And it's supposed to
Mhm.
be bubbly, so I may
Isn't
save that one.
isn't that what Moscato is? It's from muscadine grapes?
Oh, is it?
I don't know. It's
I
really.
thought Moscato grape was a different grape,
Oh,
but maybe they're familiar. Maybe they're cousins or something.
I don't like Moscato.
It was really sweet, huh? But this one, I'm excited to try the Childress. I've never tried a Childress Vineyards one. So
Okay.
cheers. Here I go. Wow. I would buy this again. And it's on sale right now for $10.99 at Harris Teeter. I'm making a little too many plugs. But anyway, what have you got?
Chocolate toffee.
Oh, those are so good. I'm so jealous.
I got a whole bag
That
of
I definitely cannot have here because I cannot find that. That dark chocolate toffee
I don't even think it's
is yes, it is. There's the dark.
dark. Yeah.
Um, it is a dark chocolate,
Hmm.
and it is phenomenal. And I can't believe it was funny because the first time you tried them, it was like a cheap bag of candy. Because you
Hmm.
thought, oh, this one's inexpensive. I'm gonna get this, and I'm telling you, you should never let me try it.
So good.
And did
I
you
don't
remember
like-
when they were out for so long?
Yes,
Like
and
they had quit making them?
and do you remember we had gotten one and we hid one of the bags so that we'd have it for later, and we forgot about it for like 2 years.
Yes. But it's good.
There was like 2 years where they didn't make them, and we
Yeah.
found them.
That was so funny. But oh, those are so delicious. Okay, so I also heard you got something else at Micro, like a meal that you found out you liked in the budget. That's
So
pretty
have you
cool.
seen, like, you know how in the US I have microwave meals? It's that, but you can also make it on the stove.
Yeah.
And so I had one that was a Thai dish, which was really good, but it made the skillet really, really messy. And
Yeah.
so I was like, no, because it ended up like even after I washed it, there was still like curry in the skillet. And so I had curry on my eggs. It was actually not bad.
I started to say that'd be pretty good.
It was actually pretty good. But then they also have spaghetti carbonara, and that one for a really big meal for one person, it was like 2 francs.
Okay.
It made like 10 minutes
Nice.
in the skillet.
So if we made a salad with it, we could share the meal.
Yeah, probably. Honestly,
That for 2 francs.
you might not even need a salad. It's
It's
really
big enough. Well, purpose a bread roll or something.
mm-hmm.
You know. Wow. Okay, that sounds good. All
Mm-hmm.
right. Wow. Okay. So our kitchen there is not a technological kitchen. We
Yeah.
have top end cooktop because it's the induction and it's phenomenal. The two ovens, neither one of them's a microwave though.
Nope.
So I love the kitchen there. I
Mm-hmm.
love it. You got me a new coffee maker, from what I understand. Even I'm drinking coffee now. I have to get me some decaf.
A
No,
new
a new toaster. Was it new toaster or
the
no?
new
Just
toaster.
just the new toaster. Not you. Just got the coffee maker in a new place in a spot.
Yeah, we moved it. No,
Yeah.
the coffee maker stayed where it's always been. Everything else,
Oh, so you moved the toaster over to the other side?
yeah,
Okay.
because
All
the
right.
toaster is not supposed to be worked underneath a cabinet.
Yeah, I know, but I didn't know anywhere else to put it before. So is it all the way out from under?
Yeah.
Because that side is also under.
Yeah, but it's not. It's out on the part that sticks out.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Except for Dad, if he finds an open space, he's gonna put something on it.
Well,
I
he
can't.
cleaned today. It's clean. The kitchen
So
is clean today. Also, I made a chai drink that is really good. And
okay, how?
so I got chai because I have a bunch of chai in my over here right next to my seat.
Okay.
And I put coffee creamer, vanilla, cinnamon, and amaretto in it.
Oh, okay. You can make that for me when I come. I would drink that for you.
It's really good.
Okay. And you didn't need special technology for that.
I used the kettle.
Okay. See, it's
Not the
nothing wrong with old school technology.
Yeah, not the electric kettle that I also have right here.
Yeah, that's okay. I know your little cubby there is it's set up for someone your age, I guess I should say. I mean, for somebody who could easily kind of find a, a work from home kind of job, that would be great.
I wish that
So
no one.
why I don't understand the important. I guess okay. So I I love a laptop. Don't get me wrong. I was okay with the Chromebook until I started needing more space.
Yeah.
Like when I was using the Chromebook for taking notes at meetings and stuff like that when I was having to do stuff like that. I loved it. I loved it. Loved it. It was convenient. It was small, and
Mhm.
the keyboard was set up just perfect for my fingers. But then
Mhm.
I started writing my dissertation. I needed, full on laptop. Love my laptop,
Mhm.
and so I would. I don't see a need for me to get the MacBook because, again, fear of learning the technology. And
It
don't say you're going to say it. I know you are. Go ahead.
it is the same as your phone.
It can't be the same as my phone. It's got a keyboard.
It is the same as the phone.
So, like Safari. That
Yes,
okay.
but everything is like you see
But
that
but I have apps on my phone.
you can have apps on your computer too then. Like
I
here's
don't see the reason for apps on a
you already have apps on your computer. You're using the Zoom app, right? And not just the website? It
I
opens
assumed I
up
was going to the website.
you mostly for Zoom you have to download the app, right?
I didn't download the app. I
Okay.
don't think. Well,
You
I mean,
have apps on your computer.
I don't know what I did. I got the subscription that I needed for doing Zoom interviews
About.
to interview people and then to defend my dissertation. That's what I got.
This
I
is
don't know what it is
this is why we think you don't know technology.
because I don't. I know hardware, I guess. I
Yeah.
think I know how to make things work.
Mhm.
But knowing the right words to say, I absolutely do not know the right words to say. So how do I know? So I mean, I hear the word. Okay, it's an application. That's an app. I get it. It's an application.
Exactly.
But
Google Chrome
I think it's a website.
Google Chrome on your computer is an app.
By the way, you need to help me find it again because I'm going to say something really bad, and if we have to delete it out or bleep it out, you can. My search engine changed to Yahoo, and I don't know how to get Google back on. I thought I installed Google Chrome when there were some changes. I guess there was like an update,
Mhm.
and I no longer had Google Chrome as my search engine, and I'm so angry about it because
I had to change on my old computer my search engine to I think it was yeah, to Google from Bing because I hate Bing, it's the worst.
so I need Google Chrome back. So
Mhm.
somebody's got to help me with that. So
Yeah,
guess
I
what?
can't
I
act
really need help with technology for that.
yeah, I need your computer here though because I don't remember how to do it.
I understand. That's fine. It'll be there in a few weeks.
Yeah.
It will be.
Mhm.
And yeah, I'm just gonna have to rip that band-aid off and get on that airplane and never look back.
Mhm.
And it's gonna be not easy. I thought
Mhm.
it would be easy. I really thought
Yeah.
I would just quit and go.
Mhm.
But I'm gonna have a hard time with it because some of these kids really mean a lot to me, and I worry about them. But it's okay. They all think I'm stupid technologically deficient anyway. That's okay. They can think that. I don't care. I mean, because I know it's part of it is true, but there's kind of this reference to being a digital native, like you grew up
Mm.
with it, and me
Yeah.
being the digital immigrant, which is so true. I my first computer class was something they called DOS. And that was my first computer class, and I was learning to put data in. It
Mhm.
was data entry is what it was.
Yeah.
I was learning data entry, and the computer screen was this like black screen that had green letters and numbers on it.
Uh-huh.
And th- we used what they called at the time a word processor hooked up to a monitor, and it was funny. It was hilarious, and I I enjoyed it. I don't know that I remember anything, but
Mhm.
I remember enjoying it, and I remember my professor saying, "Oh, most girls don't do good with this," and I of course had that look of, "I'm not
Mhm.
most girls," so. And I should have really pursued it maybe,
Mhm.
but it just wasn't my passion. but well, I could be making good money now.
No. Well,
Oh well.
well, everyone knows most of that stuff, so I don't think people make as much money in IT anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe not. But I tell you what, there's I when I go into a store that sells electronic devices,
Yeah.
I feel like a kid in a candy store. I love
Hmm.
the technology as far as, you know, how it looks and learning to use it. I love to learn to use it.
Yeah.
And I don't know why. That's so weird, but I love learning it. But then, when that's done, it's just like it's just another TV.
Yeah.
So because, how many Kindles do I have?
My goodness.
Mm, let's mm, it's one of those don't tell dad moments.
Hmm.
But yeah, I mean, I do. I know you're not a big e-reader. I
No,
love it. I mean, I do. I do.
gives me
Yeah.
headaches.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so I have finished. So I finished Dawn and Day. I'm
Hmm.
gonna go back and reread Night. I want to try to finish it this weekend. I'm reading this other book that I kind of got for the middle schoolers. It's called An Elephant in the Garden.
Okay.
You have to read it. It's
Okay.
again. It's gonna. It might make you think of the Book Thief. It'll make you think of Dawn, Day, and Night because it is but it's about Dresden because it's also going to make you think of Kurt Vonnegut because
Hmm.
it's set in Dresden
Okay.
during the war and this sweet little family and a 15-year-old girl. No, well, she starts out 15, but she
Mhm.
celebrates her 16th birthday in the book, and so anyway, she's telling it from her memories as an 81-year-old woman.
Oh.
So I am loving it. And I thought, Brooke's got to read it. So I'm going to have to get you a copy of that. I love it, love it, love it. So, yeah.
Well, there's already a book that you're supposed to get me a copy of that you did not because you already forgot.
Oh, were you going to remind me? Will you send me a text?
Yeah.
Okay. What is it?
It's The Wrath of the Triple Goddesses. It's the other
Oh,
Percy.
you're right. I completely forgot that. I mean, I didn't even remember it when you were saying it just now.
Yeah.
What is it called?
The Wrath of the Triple Goddesses. It's one of the Percy Jackson books. It just came out.
Hey, Siri, make a note. Buy The Wrath of the Triple Goddesses for Brooke.
Look at you.
You taught me that. Do they have it at Walmart? I have to
Maybe.
go to Walmart.
Sometimes they have the Percy Jackson books at Walmart, but it's really actually no. Sometimes they have the new books there. Yeah,
Yeah, sometimes I do.
I got House
I
of
don't.
Hades when it was new from Walmart.
I mean, Target's not horribly far away.
No.
But, okay, yeah. Look at me know how to do that. I will say, if I could, if I would love to have my house completely,
Hmm.
but I also am one of those old people that thinks, I don't know if I want my house that smart because what if I get locked out or what if somebody hacks into it or something like that? I
Well,
know that that's likely not a crime that actually happens. I think it's just a crime that happens in scary books.
so for some of the security systems, you can lock your house from your phone and
Hmm.
unlock it from your phone. You can turn lights on and off, like everything. You do it all on your phone.
Yeah. Oh, well, I downloaded that app for the light in the office and I never did get it to connect to my phone.
Rin got it to connect to
I
his.
know, and I'm wondering if it only would connect to one device. I don't know the answer. That doesn't seem right. That doesn't seem
I'm
normal.
pretty sure Dad had it on his iPad also.
Yeah, I know. But I don't remember Dad's password for his iPad.
It's Grandma and Grandpa's home phone number.
The whole thing?
Hmm.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll try to remember that. I know the first three and the last four. I don't know what's in the middle.
I don't remember what's in the middle either.
Maybe it's 240. I don't know.
I have
I
it.
don't,
Oh,
anyway, I don't remember what's in the middle. But I know that mainly because, do you know the story about the last four digits?
yes.
You do?
I've heard it quite a few times.
So I don't need to tell it again. It's so funny. Oh, well. Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
Well, let's see. I I can't now. Do Amelia and Mason? They're not iPhone people, are they?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so.
Mhm.
I remember at one time we were an iPhone family, and then
Like my iPhone. They're all the same. Like, if they think that these companies don't work together because it's really challenging to have a monopoly on something, they all work together to create these products and just make it seem like they're different and they're like class
competing.
or whatever.
Yeah,
But no, no.
likely not. Yeah,
And
yeah,
it's
most likely
not,
not.
one is not better than the other. Some like have they each has their own pros and cons.
Yeah, that's true. I think that's true about anything. I think uh I have I've definitely I'm I consider myself more iPhone savvy than Samsung savvy or whatever the it starts with an M.
Microsoft.
No, I'm pretty Microsoft savvy because I had to write a dissertation. And
Well,
so and I
uh,
had to do it online because of COVID, but
well, if you're talking about phones, Microsoft has phones, Google has phones, Samsung has phones, and Apple has phones.
okay.
That's really what the smartphones are.
Okay. There used to be Motorola.
Yeah, but that's not a smartphone.
I I think it sort of is. Maybe it's not quite as advanced, but I heard somebody's phone ring the other day and it had the Motorola ringtone. Hello, Moto. Do you remember that?
I remember your pink Motorola flip phone.
Oh yeah, I think it's in the drawer in my room. There's some pictures on it. I didn't want to get rid of it because I want to try to get the pictures off of it when technology advanced better. And so I need to see if I can find a charger. It probably won't charge enough now for me to get the pictures off of it.
Well, if you keep it on the charger, you can. Okay, never.
Oh, maybe I can do that. So I need to I would there if I could figure out a way to get pictures off of it, I'd really like to do
Probably
that.
text them to yourself. It probably. I mean, I don't know if it would have the number on it still.
Yeah, no. Mm-mm, I don't think so.
Well, if it's connected to your computer, if you charge it on your computer, you can just download it from there, probably.
Oh yeah, probably we could figure something out. But that's so funny. Yeah, yeah. It's weird. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I told you about. Okay, so I helped Angie and Jeff clean the basement last week.
Okay. I
Okay,
love.
because Jeff wanted to hang a TV down there.
Okay.
They had gotten a TV a year ago and never took it out of the box.
Okay.
And they thought, well, Deborah's here. She can help us clean. We'll get the basement set up. And so that's what we did. We worked really hard last Saturday. We all got a good workout out. And then we left. Jeff said, we'll be back. We were just going to go shopping for a little bit and we'll be back to help hang the TV. I don't know how many hours later it was. He had the TV hung all by himself. He got tired of waiting on us. But anyway, while we were cleaning, they were, Angie was having me put stuff in a room that's going to eventually be a bathroom.
Okay.
And I'm looking, and there's all these bins. You can imagine there's Christmas decorations.
Hmm.
You just like me. And so I look, and there's this old game system. It's not Atari, but and it wasn't Sega.
Was it
I can
Nintendo?
No, it was not Nintendo.
Wasn't it N64?
Mm-mm. It's older than that. I remember Jeff having this game as a teenager, and I was like, "Oh my God! Do not tell Todd this is here." Angie said, "Don't remind Jeff that it's there." I said, the two of them will have this out and playing it. She said, I know. So then, she ended up letting it, telling Jeff that I said that. So I ended up telling your dad that I was in there. I said, I can imagine y'all being so anyway, we dug out an old sectional that they had in there and we're setting up the couch and Angie's like, oh, this couch stinks. And so your dad says, oh, well, just get 4 recliners for us. And that way the 4 of us have a place to go get away from the kids. Y'all just leave the kids upstairs. Jeff said, I think that's a good idea. I'm like, Okay. So now we're making a TV room in their basement, and we're going to be an ocean away, but yet your dad's having them set up the
Yeah.
basement for us and them. It was kind of funny. But
Mhm.
yeah, I was like, that's so funny that they still have that game system. It just is hilarious. I know, when I was going through my brother's stuff a long time ago, some of the game systems that he had, I thought, I told your dad to just go ahead and take them, but you didn't at the time. So now that's not going to happen.
Mhm.
Going over there by myself.
Hold on,
Um,
you for
but
a second
yeah,
there.
it's so funny. Oh, did I? I'm sorry. Oh,
It,
I'm sorry.
you got a little laggy there.
Oh, well, I am outside, so
Yeah.
maybe the internet's not perfect out here. It says I'm connected, but anyway, I never was a game player. So as far as that part of technology, just not my thing. What about you? Do you
I don't know.
you
I
like FIFA? You play a little bit.
play FIFA. I haven't played video games in months since like August.
That was when I left.
Yeah, I know. I haven't. Uh,
Well, maybe we'll play when I get back.
I played a little bit of Edith Finch.
Oh, okay. I
Uh,
want to play that one.
I thought you did. Oh no,
I
I just
just watch you.
okay. Yeah,
I'd love to watch you guys play.
you have to play that one. You also have to play FIFA.
Oh my gosh, no. I don't think I'll ever be able to learn that.
It's not hard. It's really not. It's not hard.
Again,
But
it's technical. I don't know. Okay, hold on. We're talking PS5, right?
yeah,
Okay. I know there's an X
yeah.
and a square. X, go do what you want to do. Square takes you back.
You also need O.
O, what's O?
Oh, I can't
Okay,
remember.
hold on. So it's
That's
square,
the game.
O, square, O.
The bottom square is to the left, X is to the right, and triangle to the top. And you also want to use triangle because that'll help
Okay.
you lob the ball.
And this is, wait a minute, this is on the right hand.
Yeah.
Okay. X, triangle, square, O.
Uh-huh. O helps you.
What's this trigger back here?
So trigger, there's the top, and then there's the trigger. And the top R1. I'll have to play it. It's been a while since I've played it, so I don't necessarily remember it. But once I get to playing it again,
I know how to turn on the television with a remote control
hmm
and then take the PS5 controller, turn on from hitting the middle, PS
yeah.
in the middle to turn on the PS5,
Mhm.
and then toggle over to get to media, click
Okay.
X, find Disney Plus, click X, and find my show. See, I know technology. But
hmm
Baldur's Gate and things like that.
I can't play Baldur's Gate. I don't know that one.
There's good stories in them because as a reader, I love to read the stories.
Yeah.
But if I'm watching other people play, they don't read, and it
hmm
drives me crazy because I want to know what's going on. So I'm trying to read the story, and they're playing, and they're just going, and
Yeah. Well, a lot of people probably already know it, so it's
I
like,
know, but I don't, and so I want to read the story. So I have to play just so I can read the story by
mhm.
myself.
But I go like when I play Edith Finch, I go through it so fast that Dad can't watch it because he gets most.
And the one night you went through it, it was cold and rainy. I don't know if you remember. We had hot chocolate.
I did the whole thing in probably like an
Y-
hour.
an hour. And so I was sitting there watching, and so I might not have understood everything,
Yeah.
but still, we were snuggled up on the couch under blankets with fuzzy socks and hot chocolate. So I didn't care. And it was raining outside, so I didn't have to go anywhere. That's what I remember. I have a very fond memory of Edith Finch.
hmm
so I'm kind of scared to play it because I don't want to change my memory of it. But that was really nice. That was a
hmm
really, really nice
Yeah.
evening.
hmm I also like playing Assassin's Creed and Uncharted. So
I love the music for Assassin's Creed and Morrowind. The music in those, I would love to watch people play those. So I
Skyrim.
can just enjoy the music. Oh yeah, Skyrim does have good music. I love. I mean, there are things about video games that I absolutely enjoy without ever having to play.
Mhm.
And I have such good memories of, you kids and your dad playing that. I mean, I've never played them, but I
Mhm.
have very good memories of it.
You've never even played Pong?
I played Pong. I did. I was actually pretty good. I was good at that. And look, hey, I played this game called Duck Hunt.
What?
Have you ever heard that?
Is it like Frogger?
No. The Duck Hunt actually had a gun, a Nintendo gun. So there was a gun you point at the screen to
Mhm.
shoot the ducks. But of course, they won't do that anymore
Yeah.
because, because technology is the curse of the world,
Mhm.
and it is what causes young people to want to do horrible things to other people.
No, it's not.
That I'm telling you, that's the storyline.
Well,
I don't
yeah.
believe that. I don't believe it. Absolutely not. Because it is, if it has, we have advanced so quickly
Mhm.
because of advances in technology.
Mhm.
We've advanced as now. I'm upset that I don't see a lot of readers anymore.
Mhm.
And when we don't have readers, we don't have writers.
Mhm.
And so I'm sad about that. So
Mhm.
my students have a reading every single day for
Mhm.
15 to 20 minutes where they have to do nothing but read.
Mhm.
And then unfortunately I've had to start making them write about it because otherwise they just sit there and sleep and
Yeah.
pretend they're reading.
Mhm.
So I've had to like have some accountability on that part and I don't like that.
Yeah.
That I feel like that takes away from the point of enjoying reading. But
Mhm.
they have seen me finish many books.
Mhm.
Like Friday, I closed my book and they said, finished it. I said,
Mhm.
and they said, was it good? And I said, I was so unhappy with the ending.
Was it Day?
Hmm.
Okay, it's been a while since I've read it, but I don't think any of them have a good ending.
No, well, no, no, no. I like the ending for Night
Well,
because
yeah.
he's running. You feel him running.
Mhm.
So my adrenaline was going, and I did. But
Mhm.
Dawn and Day,
Yeah. But that's the point, though. They're not supposed to have good endings.
well, they don't.
Yeah.
Anyway, but that's okay. And so then I started An Elephant in the Garden, and I'm loving it. I love it, love it, love it. And I think that some of them will like it, but my readers are not advanced.
Yeah.
So anyway, I feel like so we have reading every single day, and then we have writing twice a week.
Mhm.
One Friday, every Friday, we
Mhm.
do the reading part of ELA, and then we just write. And they
Mhm.
have writing prompts and different level prompts for each of them. And they picked, like we have brand new prompts started this Friday. And
Mhm.
so I'm not surprised at who picked what. I just was not surprised at. But I'm really sad that, I have some of the older ones. Like I have one older one that when we're not writing, he's upset. I want to write more. I want to write more. So I've got to figure out a way to get him to write more. And most of the others don't like the writing, but they like that they know I'm going to grade it, and I'll take my red pen and write something about what they wrote, and I'll kind of repeat something that they wrote about that's in their story or whatever. And so they like that. But
Mhm.
it's just sad to me that we don't have readers and writers, and I'm not blaming technology on that
Mhm.
because you know what? That comes from intrinsic. That has that.
Mhm.
I think it helps when a kid grows up with a reader as parents.
Mhm.
And y'all were really lucky. We were both Dad's not as big a reader as he used to be, but every summer, I think he finishes a book every summer because
Mhm.
he does take a book with him
Mhm.
to the beach and that's his time. But he works so hard that
Yeah.
he's exhausted when he
Mhm.
gets home, and all he wants to do is play, and you kind of can't blame him. Plus, that's time with the kids.
Yeah.
He gets time with his kids when he's online. So I think that's pretty important. But he's got a book. I want him to finish the AJ Riddle book that I got for him. So I one left
Mhm.
my Kindle, one of my Kindles with let him think it's my only Kindle. It's okay. I left my Kindle with him to read that one, but I don't know if he's gotten to it. But I tell you, Yeah, I like pages. I like turning pages, old school books, but I love my e-readers. I
Yeah.
absolutely do. I do. And I play a few little games. I play the word game. I'm pretty
Well,
good at it. I haven't played it since August, but
yeah. I also can't read on my Kindle because it doesn't stay charged long enough and the charger is not very long.
that's so weird that mine, I'm
Because
telling
it
you,
was
mine
like,
stay charged for days.
but
I
you
don't
remember that
understand.
it was like that when we got it. Remember, we
I don't
got
understand.
the
Yeah.
one because the old one was doing the same thing. And then I did
Yeah.
download, I think I had downloaded like one or two apps and I always closed them out as soon as I used
Do you
them.
think there was some kind of virus?
I don't
Well,
know.
try this new one when I get there. Try this new one that I have. I haven't even gotten it set up.
But if it's like it's like, I mean, I like the big one you have with the purple cover because it's not
Okay.
bright and it doesn't
Yeah.
have the light, which is what bothers me. It's why I can't read on my phone.
Okay. Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, I could probably just give you that one. I mean, to me, it's right now, it's still good. I just charged it the other day, and I was going to play the word game, and then I didn't.
Yeah.
I need to get back to it. I miss kind of playing it, but that's the one I was reading Mark of Athena on.
Hmm.
That's wait a minute, I finished that, didn't I? Yes, because I won House of Hades.
Okay. Yeah.
I
You
was
still have
mad
to
at
read
you
the
for
first
that.
series.
I know I'm going to, but
You're scared of
uh,
House of Hades?
no, I'm mad about Mark of Athena. It
Oh,
didn't
again?
finish because it has to go into House of Hades.
Yeah.
And is it going to finish then? I don't know. I
No,
have no idea what I'm getting into with
there's
this.
one more book after it, and then
Okay, so it's not going to finish.
yeah, and then there's a bunch more other series that
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
together.
So because I don't know if you remember, there's a family that your dad grew up with. Um, well, because the kids um, like your dad's parents and these kids' parents have the same anniversary. And
Hmm.
so for years, they always celebrate their anniversary together. Then there was this big falling out, blah, blah, blah. They don't do that anymore. But anyway, the daughter of that family got in touch with me last night.
Oh
Her
God.
daughter's in middle school, just turned, well, she started sixth grade this year.
Hmm.
I said, "Oh gosh, that is such a big transition that we all tend to forget about because we always think of the transition into high school from middle school and then that huge transition to college." I said, "We kind of forget what a big, big, big transition that is from elementary school to middle school." And she wrote back, she said, "You're so right." She said, "I'm exhausted from that transition that
Oh.
she's made." But her daughter's doing great in
Mm.
middle school and reading, a lot of
Yeah.
good stories. But I was thinking, is she reading the Rick Riordan? And I didn't ask.
I don't know, but middle schoolers are also the worst.
I
As a former,
okay, I'm gonna say this, but then I'm gonna say something that makes no sense. I love middle school students, but I love high school students. But you know what? I hate all of them as well.
yeah,
And I know that makes absolutely no sense,
teenagers that age,
but
everyone.
there's d-
No,
just the
there's a reason that you can't diagnose anyone from 11 to 18 as a psychopath
because
is
they
because
all
they're all
present as
psychopaths.
psychopaths and sociopaths. You're right. They do all present that way.
Psychopaths.
They absolutely would. And uh, and technology can't fix that. Oh my goodness, no. It's no. Mm-mm.
You raised five of them.
I did.
We were all horrible in our own different ways.
You were not. None of you are. None of you are. I mean, I've seen my work experience has taken me to places that I feel so blessed to have
Mhm.
the kids that I have. But you're also, y'all were never horrible. Mm-mm. No, 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 no. I I always think I was, not the best mom, but I think that we're all learning. We all learn as we go, and every single day is a different day. It is. It's, the newer laptops. Like I don't have a new laptop.
Okay.
You have. I mean, your new MacBook is. It was. It wasn't refurbished. It was a brand new. Was it the newest generation?
No,
When you. It was one generation back.
I think two
Was
January.
it? Okay. I was thinking it was
But
really close to the newest.
2022. That's a 2022. But it's a I think MacBook 13, which I don't know the numbers anymore, so
I don't either. Well, I'm still on. Yeah. Believe this. My iPhones are both still X's.
I mean, mine is a 12, which is apparently old now. They're on like 15.
I
Or
know,
oh, they're on
no,
17.
16. Oh, 17. Okay. Anyway, I still have the X's and I've been wanting a new phone for so long and your dad won't do it because they
No,
still work.
I'm gonna have to get a new phone in the spring because I have to get one where I can have two SIM cards because I
I
need
want, yeah,
to.
that's what dad wants to get me is, but he
Yeah.
wants to do it in Switzerland, not here.
Hmm.
So he said, but yeah,
My phone
that's,
also, it was having issues a couple, was it like last week or something, where it was overheating every time I put it on the charger and then it wasn't charging at all. And so it was stuck at 80%.
and you don't think it was the charger?
I don't know. Dad cleaned it out and it worked, but
Okay, yeah, he had to do
it
that
wasn't. And then we did get me a new charger for like a long charger for so I can have my phone up on my
on the
shelf
shelf. Yeah.
so that my alarm wakes me up. Because I hate when alarms are really loud, so I have to have it quiet. But yeah,
So when's your last day of class?
Thanksgiving.
2 weeks.
Hmm.
Okay. Um, when are you taking the test?
I don't know yet. I want to sign up for the one in January.
Okay.
Uh, but yeah,
Ask dad around the 25th because he gets paid on
I
the
already talked
25th.
to him about it.
What did he say?
I don't remember. But I was like, oh, I need to sign up for it. I think he wants me to take another class, but we were also talking about, I can't do it. I can't do it
What?
because I am the only one that it feels like I am
What
the,
if I took it with you? I want to take a B2
yeah,
or
but
B.
that level, I have to take an A2 class.
I thought you are taking A2.
No, I'm an A1.
Oh, okay.
I could technically, I would be able to pass the A2 test probably. But it
Well,
feels like I'm the only one that understands what's going on, and then everyone is looking at me to give them the answers.
yeah,
And
I
it
don't like that.
doesn't seem like they're learning it all because they still are confused by the exact same directions that they're given before.
I have students like that. Um, and that's another thing. I think people blame technology for that type of student. And I don't want to go there because if we go there as far as blaming them for lazy learning, um, we're we're not we're not fixing the problem
Yeah.
because we're going to have technology. Period. We just have to have a new way to teach, and we
Mhm.
have to have a way to convince students to be students. Know your role,
Yeah.
be present in your role. I had to have this conversation last week. In fact, I had it 3 days last week with the same
Hmm.
student. I said,
Hmm.
do you understand what your role is? Do you understand what my role is? I said, because you don't come here prepared to learn.
Hmm.
You come here prepared to have me give you answers. You come
Hmm.
here prepared to have others give you answers. I
Hmm.
said, and y'all aren't even on the same stuff. Y'all aren't
Hmm.
even learning the same things, but yet you want them to give you the answers. I said, and to life is not going to treat you well if all you ever want to do is ask someone else to do your work.
Yeah.
That's because that's just not going to fly. I said that might fly for a little bit because somebody's desperate for a friend.
Hmm.
I said, but eventually people are going to get tired of being your friend because they're going to know that you're just going to take advantage of them.
Yeah.
And I think that so as far as lazy learners go, I don't I don't think that technology's caused that.
Yeah. No.
And so I see what I promise you I hear what you're saying about the other students. Um and I know it's frustrating, but you still shouldn't let that be what holds you back to keep learning more.
I also just don't like being in the class. I don't know.
You like your teacher though, right?
Well, yeah.
I loved my teacher. I
I just,
did.
I
I
don't know.
want to take another class. I want to get better.
I don't
But
I
I'm
get better.
gonna
I just want to take a class.
yeah, well, keep working with the Rosetta Stone, keep doing as much as you can do on your own.
Yeah.
But I think that when you go to take your FIDA test, you're gonna pass it so well that it's gonna automatic go to A2. That's what they did with mine. I
That's
took the A1 test.
the FIDA test is A2.
Oh, well, I signed up for A1, but I got A2.
It's A1 and A2.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I knew it was A. Okay, yeah, that.
Yeah.
But and so I guess I passed it well enough to get A2.
I think the only thing I need to do is know when to use dative,
Hmm.
whatever.
Yeah,
Because I know what it is. I know that the feminine is ER, the masculine and neutral is EM. Like I know which ones, but I just need to make sure I know when to use it.
yeah. I forget all that. There's a question that those sentences answer, and I don't remember the question.
But I
Um,
mean, I think I
but I
got it.
think with Haba, it's always accusative, right? So it might be Zayn. Zayn maybe dative. Gayan. I'm not sure if there's something that a question that it answers. I think there's supposed to be a question it answers, and I don't remember.
It's like, so if you're like showing someone that this is my, so if you have a picture of an apple and you're showing it to someone, this is my apple, that would be dative.
That's genitive. Possession is genitive.
Accusative. Yeah, but if you're showing it, so because we did this in one of the Cahoots, it was about, uh, like we were using like the possessive words and stuff, and it was pictures of family, and it was for like that. It for some of them it was dative and not.
Okay, okay. Yeah. I unfortunately, yeah, my grammar's not the best.
That's okay. We're
But I
talking.
think that I felt like for the time I went there, I had just maybe it was because of this, I had just learned that verb vorstellung, the introduction, and it seemed like almost every part of the test I took had that in it. And I
Hmm.
was like, okay, I'm glad I learned vorstellung
Mhm.
because now I know that that's to introduce somebody. But
Mhm.
so there might be a particular verb that you'll see a lot during the testing,
Mhm.
but like the very first part to me, I when they asked me to describe that picture, I
Mhm.
just you know
Yeah. I mean,
that
I'm
was
not.
very nervous for me because there were like there was me and like three examiners. I
Mhm.
was like, oh my god, this is like the worst job interview ever. And there's no that's me that we couldn't use technology for that because I would have loved to have done everything online. Let me tell you something. I am a huge
Mhm.
proponent of online learning,
Mhm.
but that's because it worked for me, and I
Mhm.
know it does not work for everybody else. But I'm one. Let me tell you, somebody tells me to check in every day. I'm checking in every day. But I'm a rule follower in that sense of the word rule follower.
Yeah.
Um, I don't question other people. I trust other people. And so, but I know online learning is not for everybody.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you what, the right technology, I
Mhm.
felt, you know, I
Yeah.
finished everything with, very good grace. And so, but again, I was one of those that checked in every single day. I did my work every day. Um, but, I don't know. I don't see how we can't continue to advance with the way that technology is going in this world.
Mhm.
I mean, look at what we're doing right now.
Mhm.
We're in two different countries and
Yeah.
we're recording this episode and having fun with it. And I have to say, when you were away at college,
Mhm.
okay, I know people in Switzerland thought, you are just, you're awful. You don't let her go a single day without making her call you. They thought I was making you call me.
I told
And
you.
but we had video conversations as if we were in the same place every single day.
Yeah.
And the other kiddos never wanted that with me. But that was their choice. I mean, I'm not gonna make you guys do it, but I felt like even with the distance, I think with technology today, you don't have to feel so distant. And that's one reason I hate to say it. I hate what COVID did to the world.
Mhm.
We those of us who survived that global pandemic,
Mhm.
we should feel blessed.
Yeah.
But you know what?
But people
As
are
bad
going
as it was, look
where
at the technology that we had to be able to do
the
everything
thing is, we have all this technology now, but now people are wanting to go back to doing everything that they did before. So
backwards.
no,
Everybody wants to go backwards.
those of
Why go
us
backwards?
Why are there no remote jobs anymore? They
I don't know.
literally
I don't know the answer to that
have.
because I'm with you on that. I think that when people can be flexible and they're going to work harder and better, if you feel supported and you have some autonomy and you absolutely. And let me tell you something. I know not every school, not every student needs to be an online learner, but many students would do better as online learners.
And
I have a
you're
granddaughter that would love to go back to online.
there you get so much more work done like at home. That sounds really dumb, but like if you're working on your computer, you get more work done because you don't have to travel to
Hmm.
work. You don't have to be in the office. You don't have to talk to your coworkers and pretend to be like I mean, some
I
people I
tell you, when I was, yeah, I, I, okay. So I'm one of those online workers though that I'm wearing my boxers for my pants. I'm not gonna, I put on my fuzzy socks. I got my boxer shorts on, but I'll dress nice,
yeah,
from the top. Your dad was so funny when he was having to work online. He got up every day. He did his breakfast, did not change his routine, took a shower, got dressed, fully dressed. But that was what was comfortable for him.
yeah.
And he would sit right, he would go from the bathroom once he
Mhm.
was fully dressed to the computer and that was his home office. And
Yeah. When I did work your craft, both of them, I had like nice like my costume, it was like nice up top and I was wearing
yeah,
sweatpants for my
yeah.
boss. So I was like it was
I'm
4 in
doing
the morning. I
yeah.
was hard. No.
Well, it was also the middle of the night for you. But
Yeah,
it was so nice. I will say that worked out that worked out for you.
mhm.
Because even though you had to really be flexible with your schedule, because you're the kind of person that likes to get up early and do stuff during
Mhm.
the day, you were flexible with your schedule on that, and it was just I don't know. I see these advances in technology. I do not understand this forcing people backwards, not letting people work remote. And I don't know if it's because it's older people that are in positions
Yes.
of power that they just don't get it. But I mean, I'm older, and let me
Mhm.
tell you, if I were in a position of power, if people were getting their job done working remotely, and it was actually doable, I would not, I would not force in office procedures and
I,
policies.
I
I
just
think
do
that's stupid.
I do
But that's
not
just me
like I
as an
want to
old person who doesn't know technology.
yeah.
And I still feel that way.
It's
But
just
I
so
do wish schools were more
mhm.
offering more options
Yeah.
for students who would benefit from online learning.
I work better at my own pace, like honestly. Like with
Mhm.
the podcast, I always get everything like done. You know, I get it edited, I get it up in
Yep.
time and everything. I'm working from home and I get to do
Yep.
it whenever I want, and it's really nice.
Yep.
But yeah, it would just be nice to find a remote job. I don't see anything that's remote anymore.
It's funny because that's what I was looking for.
Mm.
And now I'm getting all these weird WhatsApp messages saying that these remote jobs are in your area, but and I'm like, that's a scam. And
That's it.
why are they using the things that I want
Uh-huh.
as a scam? That
Because they
bothers me.
want you to get a virus on your technology. That's literally the point. They have to make it appealing. That's why
Yeah,
Nigerian princess scams used to work because it was appealing to people. Like
yeah.
they want money, and here's a rich deposed royal sending them an offer to get money, but you just have to give them your bank
See,
account.
that to me was so far outrageous that I never would have fallen for it.
Exactly, but
But somebody saying I've got remote jobs that you qualify for, I'm like, open up. But then my first thought is immediately, don't open that because they're trying to trick you. And so that bothers me because I'm not going to fall for the outrageous stuff.
yeah,
But yeah, I don't understand the whole with the technology we have. I mean, honestly, there's cameras on every computer. I
hmm
mean, if you really need to look, I mean, people, we had to figure out a way to do it during a global pandemic. We had to figure out a way, and the world did not stop turning. Guess
yeah,
what? Yes, guess what kinds of businesses closed down? Businesses who had you were forced to have labor in house.
Yeah.
Those are the businesses that close down, restaurants, small shops, things like that. And, out of their control, stuff completely out of their control. But businesses that could offer remote options did not close down. They did not lose money. In fact, they made record profits.
Mhm.
And yet they do not. It's just like, and they're thinking backwards. It's so weird. It's so weird.
Mhm.
But, people are weird. They ain't helping.
Yeah. I know, it's like even when I did like my Glassdoor account, I'm pretty sure I just put remote on it and it still only shows in-person jobs because there's no freaking
That's
remote.
all that's available. Yeah. That's all that's available. Yeah.
But
Especially, probably especially entry level. I can't imagine an entry level where they trust
except
somebody.
I don't qualify for any entry-level jobs apparently. What? I don't qualify for internships because
Yeah, because now you're out of school.
need
Yeah.
you need like 10 years of experience now for everything. Or a doctorate where they're gonna pay you minimum wage. Like, I'm not gonna go get a doctorate and then get a minimum wage job.
Well, I'm at the point that I'm desperate with my doctorate. I would take a minimum wage job.
Exactly, it's terrible.
I'm just at the point that I'm desperate because um what I'm doing what I have done for this particular facility,
Mm,
I have offered them a phenomenal school experience
uh-huh.
and it's not appreciated.
No, because
It's
not
just like, okay, you
education anymore.
had some of the absolute best options. And, and my thing was I was really trying to think outside the box because, again, I'm not seeing avid readers there. So I want us to have more time to read.
Mhm,
Obviously, if you're not a reader, you're never going to be a writer. And
mhm,
people need to at least be able to write a little bit. I mean, you're going to have to write a cover letter.
mhm.
And so you need to understand correct spelling and grammar and don't put so many commas everywhere. And
No.
please don't use a semicolon for a cover letter. And all these things, punctuation, period. I mean, there's no punctuation. These kids do not start sentences with a capital letter. They don't put any punctuation on the end of their sentences or statements. And it's just like, okay, these are basic
Yeah.
grammar rules.
Mhm. Yeah.
So I
Well,
don't see them succeeding.
well, you know why in the US they don't want anyone to have a good education?
They would like to keep, especially the poor. They'd really like to keep the poor
Exactly.
stupid.
Like, and because here's the thing, we can't even be like, yeah, they rigged the election, because then we just are as bad as them.
We sound like them, yeah.
But they did, because if you actually look at the votes in the states that voted for Trump, they still had Democratic elects for
Down the ballot. Down the
exactly,
ballot.
which means that they're fake frickin' ballots. They're not frickin' real. So they did cheat, and
I
they
think so. But
it's and you can't say anything.
and you can't prove
I feel like you're just as bad as they are.
right. Exactly. That's right. That's why we're not going to.
Mhm.
You did your part. I
Mhm.
did my part.
Mhm.
Okay. And I have to live with that. Guess
Mhm.
where I get to live?
Here.
So it's okay. So yeah, I let's get back to that
Yeah.
technology piece
Well,
though.
no, really quick.
Yeah.
After, like, as soon as I get my citizenship for Switzerland, I'm moving to Spain because they have amazing women's rights.
Okay. All right.
I want to get my citizenship here first, and then I want to move to Spain.
We need to always move forward. And
Yeah.
because guess what? Our subject that we were going to talk about, technology, is not going to go backwards.
No.
Technology will always move forward.
Mhm.
And we need to, as human beings, move forward with it because we would just become better human beings.
Yeah.
That's just all there's to it. I don't think, yes, I think some people could easily isolate themselves and never go out. But, you know, if that's how they're happiest, I guess I wouldn't. Maybe I find a way to, be that person that advocates to come visit with
Mhm.
them. You know what I'm saying? Because I think that people should be allowed to kind of live their best life.
Mhm.
And I don't see technology kind of making things worse if we don't let it. It's still a machine.
Yeah.
I I was so
I
proud of
told
your
them,
dad. He used Chat GPT the other day. I said, "Did you say thank you?" He said, "Well, no, because they got it wrong." I said, "Yeah, they've kind of messed up some of my quizzes.
What's so
I'm trying
funny?
to fix my quizzes."
You know what's so funny is that he uses Duo, and Duo is wrong all the time because they use AI to create all the
When
questions.
I said Duo uses AI, he said, "No, they don't."
Yes, they
So
do.
I know they do.
They're
I
always.
know they do. They
I see.
use AI to guess what the next word would be possible, and you get three choices of a possible next word. Absolutely, they do. That's AI, but it's okay. That was, I'm
I,
right a lot of times about stuff that y'all
I
don't
don't
think
like
I'm right
Duo because
about.
they're always wrong. Duo is always wrong.
Mine's not always wrong. Mine's not always wrong. I like my Duo, but my thing is when when I use technology in ways like that to kind of where I feel like I'm having to ask for something or interact in any way, I always talk to them as if it's a real person.
Hmm.
I thank them. I say please. It's so funny because one, I guess I don't want myself to kind of get away from the habit. I don't want to, because trust me, I'm one of those people that could easily
Hmm.
never leave the house again. It
Hmm.
wouldn't bother me at all. Would not bother me at all.
Hmm.
Um, but and so I try to, when I'm interacting with technology, I act like I'm interacting with a real person.
Yeah.
But I love it. I mean, and I like that I can still learn.
Yeah.
But it's funny. Now, if I could just get one to pour my wine and pour it in my mouth, that would be the easiest thing. But it's funny because I've kind of lived without television for all this time,
Mm.
and I love TV. I love to sit and watch TV.
Mm. Yeah.
I would love to sit and binge TV,
Yeah.
but I have not. I've not had that opportunity, and so I I haven't even used it on like the other night, I did use it. I did use it. Like you said, oh, just switch it and we'll switch it back. So I did one night because it was pouring rain and I was, thinking, oh well maybe I'll just watch a little Netflix.
Did you
And
watch
so
Passion?
nope, I didn't. I'm sorry, because I could only get Netflix. Oh, was it on Netflix?
Yes.
Oh, I thought it was on Disney.
No, I'm pretty sure it's on Netflix in the
Okay,
US.
well no, I didn't. So I'll have to do that when I get there. We'll do
It's
it quickly.
in German here. You haven't seen it in English.
Okay. Well, I might have to switch it back then because I got stuck. Because when Netflix came up, it wouldn't let me scroll to find anything, right?
Okay.
Because it was on my Kindle. Well, maybe your new Kindle, your purple Kindle, but so I couldn't find anything. So the thing that came up was the newest season of The Lincoln Lawyer, which I love that
Okay.
show. So I watched like 3 episodes of that that night.
Hmm.
And then so yeah, that was kind of fun. That I was like, oh shoot, Dad and I were watching that together. Well, I don't mind watching it again. I love that show. I like the actor in it, so
Yeah.
yeah, it's kind
Well,
of
we're gonna
funny.
have to watch Slow Horses again so that you can watch it with us.
Yeah, Dad said that he'd be willing to watch it again.
It's really
So
good.
that's
There's
what he
8
said.
books. It's based on a book series, and I want to read the books, but there's
Okay.
8 of them, and it's expensive to get the books. Like
How many books are there?
8.
Okay, and it's
Yeah.
hard for me to carry that many books back because we're gonna have to get them there.
Yeah. I can check and
We
see.
could do it. You ordered from Luti before and got English
Yeah.
books.
I could just check there for the other book I want.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I. Yeah, I'm trying to get as much read as I can so I don't have to bring many books back.
Mhm.
So I could just kind of leave them at grandma and grandpa's until
Yeah.
whenever we
We
pick
have
them
a
up.
lot of books at Grandma and Grandpa's that I want back here, but
Well, I've got some of them. I've got Flowers for Algernon. I hadn't read it yet, but I've got it here with me. Do you want me to bring that one back? Because I might,
I've
that way I might not have to force myself to read it before.
well, I've already read that twice, so I don't need
So
that one
that's
back.
not one. And I have Something in the Sea. What is it?
In the Heart of the Sea.
In the Heart of the Sea. I have that one here.
I've read that one and seen the movie.
Okay, so I need to try to read that one before.
It's
I'm
good.
still on Angela's Ashes. I want to finish Angela's Ashes, but I'm reading that book. Also, right now, The Elephant in the Garden. But I think I can finish that this weekend if I just sit and read and do nothing else this weekend.
Well, you also
Yeah.
have to bring back Dawn, Night, and Day.
Yeah, I'm gonna get another copy of that because and maybe I might find that at Walmart.
Yeah.
If I have to order it, Liz said I could have some Amazon stuff shipped to here. Just put in care of Liz Lawrence, and she would tell me ship should be here. So if I don't find it today at Walmart, I'll go ahead and do an Amazon order of
Mhm.
the books because I need to get the Dawn Night and Day trilogy, which um I'm glad I've finished it. Again, I want to read Night again, because I've just finished Dawn and Day.
Well, we
Um,
have night here,
okay, if we have Night there, that's probably
but
Mason's copy.
I'm pretty sure.
Will you look around? Let me know.
Well, I know we
Also, will you pull a copy of my dissertation out? Do you know where it's at?
no.
Okay, so when you go into the office where the printer's at, it's in that cubby where the printer's at. There's a
Okay.
blue, you'll see blue
Mhm.
covers. Bring one of them out because Dad needs to bring one to Miss Jenny.
Okay.
And go ahead and get that out as soon as you can because otherwise I
Well,
know I won't remind you. I'll forget to
if he
remind you.
flies through DC, there's one in the clear bin.
I'm sorry?
If he flies through DC and goes by Grandma and Grandpa's, he could just get it from there because I have one in my clear bin.
Which I think might be up in the attic by now.
Of course.
So if you have one in there, I might go ahead and grab it when I'm there at Thanksgiving if I can.
It's in there.
And then you just take a copy. I'll let you know if I remember to get it. That's just in a couple weeks. And that way I'll see her and go ahead and give that to her.
Yeah.
Um,
Two sweaters that are at Grandma and Grandpa's that I really want, but I don't know if I'm gonna get them because they're kind of thick.
oh, you don't. Okay. What are they?
There's a purple sweater and a pink sweater.
Purple and pink. Okay. Oh, I was going to show you that one from LLB, but that's the part of technology that's killing me is online shopping.
Yeah.
It's getting so much trouble. And here I am talking about gonna do it.
Yeah.
But I really, I think the developers of this are making so much money because of people like me.
I
I do,
I want that jacket from Block because I think I can run in that one too.
oh, okay, where's it at? It's gonna be going to Arlington?
No, I can get it here because it's on a dance website.
Okay, so are you gonna go ahead and get it?
Well, I don't have the money for it.
Well, because
Oh my goodness, I think we've been talking for over an hour.
okay, all right, so,
Super.
well, then we should probably wrap it up.
Mm,
And you've got a lot of work to do on editing on this one. I'm
hmm.
sorry. I hope we have enough about technology.
It should be fine.
Okay. Well, we hope you've enjoyed the conversation.
We'll be back next week with a new bottle of wine and a new topic. In the meantime, if you want to join the conversation, follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Wine Together Pod.